What is going on, everyone? This is Adam and Craig with Grand Sand Golf. And in this video, we'll be breaking down our favorite DFS showdown plays for DraftKings for round 3 of the Safeway Open. I think round 2 treated us very well because I know you had Burns and Higgs, and he walked off with that albatross, Craig. So what are you looking at for round 3?
Well, yeah, our picks yesterday were pretty good. Unfortunately, Siwoo Kim came through and torched a few of my finishes, but
I saw that, yeah.
you don't get them all. So for tomorrow, I'm looking at guys who I think a lot of those guys that really went low today are going to be quite high owned tomorrow.
Right.
So what I've tried to do is look at people where I think they might be a little bit overlooked,
Sure. Yeah.
but they still scored well. They didn't blow the field away though. I mean, I don't mind going back to Burns,
hmm
but I think
hmm
that his ownership's going to get a little crazy. So
For sure.
of these three, ownership may be high, but I think they're good value at the prices, and I think they might be a little bit less owned than they should be. So
Yep.
we'll start off with Emiliano Grillo. Um, he's 8,800. He is -7 through 2 rounds. He's got a 69 and a 68 on the
Yeah.
card. He through the first 2 rounds, he's 2.36 strokes gained tee to green. He's still, I mean, being Griot, he's still negative putting, even though he's
Right.
-7.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
Coming in, he's top 5 course fit. He's one of these guys that I think he thrives a bit on these courses where you need to go out and score. I think
Yeah, I agree.
because he's not the type of person that really wants to be scrambling and having to make those 8-foot par putts.
Yeah.
He's a lot better if those are 8-foot birdie putts and he can miss a few and then sink enough of them
Yeah.
to get low. I also some of his finishes, he's got a couple of top fives that are in these type of tournaments, and so
hmm
I think he can. He's one guy who can take it even lower on the weekend.
hmm
So look for him to have it. He's
Yeah,
a
I
more volatile play, I
yeah,
think.
I really like him as well. I think I'll plug him in for round 3. I think he's just been very steady. His approach game is, I mean, one of the best in the field right now. So I like it.
High upside, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Streelman, it looks, I mean, he had a great second round, and his first round is a little bit better than it looks as well. He had 2 doubles in his
Right.
first
Yeah.
4 or 5 holes on the first day, so
Yeah.
he actually battled hard to get it back to an even round that day. Um, he's a top 10 course fit. He's got 11 birdies in 2 rounds. He's another guy who has done well in some of these tournaments that have demanded
hmm
scoring.
hmm
He's got 4 top 10s in the past year, and the one that stands out to me is the one at the Travelers,
Yeah.
where I think the cut. I mean, it wasn't as crazy as this. It wasn't a -5 cut, but it was low, and he ended up
Right.
second there, and 4 straight rounds in the 60s. So if his first round was a bit lower, I think he'd be a
Yeah.
much higher owned guy tomorrow. Um, so you might be getting a bit of a discount there.
Yeah, I like him. For some reason, I'm kind of stuck on him and Furyk. They just don't seem sexy enough. Like they seem almost too steady. Like they don't. Grillo kind of gets my juices flowing. I don't know if Streelman. I don't know if I'll get there, but
Yeah, well, sometimes
I
you got to go for the graybeards.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Gray hair, I guess.
yeah.
Last one, Will Gordon. I mean, this is where one of these ones where the pricing came in before the round was
Right,
posted today, I
for sure.
think. He didn't do much in the first round. He was good off the tee, but he didn't really do much else. He came out and was -5 today. His strokes gain off the tee throughout the tournament has been good. He's fourth in that. Now, I should mention Streelman's third in that, so
Right.
look for that to continue for both of them, I think. I think it's one of the most stable stats out there.
hmm
Um, he's top 10 course fit going in, and I think he will go a little bit under the radar. So I think
And I think
he's,
he's priced right around Higgs as well, who's going to get tons of ownership, right?
yeah. And I mean, I don't know. Higgs, it's tough to recreate that magic, but
Yeah,
I don't mind if you go there, but I just think ownership's going to get crazy.
yeah, I like it.
So that's what I got. How about yourself?
So if you flip over to me, I'm starting with Joel Dahmen. He was even par after 20 holes. I texted you early in the morning. He had that putt on 2, which kind of, it might have been 11 for him. That kind of went straight sideways, made a bogey there. I was getting a little bit nervous that he wasn't going to make the cut, but then he rattled off 5 birdies. He made the cut. He played well in round two, but he actually didn't capitalize on any par fives. There's four of them out there, no birdies. He was even par on all of them. I think there's better scoring out there for him. The other thing we didn't talk about is I think it's going to get quite hot tomorrow. And I like some of these guys that are pretty talented, maybe a little bit higher price, but starting earlier in the morning and can go real low to post a score. I think the greens might get a little bit slicker in the afternoon. So I like Damon here. He gained over a stroke off the tee and approach in round two. I think he's just going to improve on kind of what he did for round two.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, he's one of these guys. I have exposure to him in my week long.
Yeah.
I had him today, so he did get me some cash today.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether I'll go to him again just because I already have the exposure. But
Yeah.
he definitely. I also think he's one of the few. It's hard to find people that are worth paying for in a week like this, and he is one of the
Yeah.
few where his talent. He's one of the best players in the field, so
Yeah.
his
I agree.
talent justifies paying up for him.
And he just has a little bit underperformed, so I think he'll maybe turn that around on the weekend.
Yeah.
Next up, I have Cameron Davis, 8,900. He was four under today, which is just enough to make the weekend. He's making the cut on the number, just like Damon. But he had to battle to get there. And he just bogeyed on his last hole here. So he's going to start off early again, just like Damon. He was my pick to win, and I'm sticking with him. I think he looks improved in Friday, gaining 2.14 strokes tee to green. I think he's just really talented. I know the birdies are out there. I think he can capitalize on this course. Early start. His tee to green game is very strong. I think he can post a low score early tomorrow.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think I'll probably roster him again. I think both Damon and Cam Davis are more talented than their score thus far shows, and so they
Yeah.
are worth playing because on a Saturday morning early, those type of people can go out there and shoot anything. The one thing that
Yeah.
hurts me a bit is that I had Cam Davis today, and
Yeah.
that bogey on par five bogey in the last hole to break the bogey free round hurt me.
Yeah.
But I'm yeah, I'll go there again, I think.
I think it's rare that you'll get a bogey-free round from him, but he makes enough shots and hopefully enough birdies that he can kind of score
It
those
was just
points.
when you get to that par five, you
And
just
it's
kind of
yeah,
expect you're gonna get there,
I
and yeah,
know. It hurts.
I'll go
And
back to
then
the well though.
yeah, exactly. Nick Watney, 6,800. He kind of just finished up his round right now. He had a brilliant round two, 7 under, was even in round one. But in round one, even as an even par, he gained strokes in every kind of ball striking category. He obviously
Lost
improved on
putting.
that. He lost putting, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he improved in every single category in round two. He posted a 7 under. It was not on the broadcast window. I think it'll get a little bit overlooked. He's tucked way below there at 6,800. He was 10th here last year, so clearly the course fits his eye. And I've been talking about this all week, and I like it. He's a California kid, so
You love those
I like that.
hometown
I
boys.
like the hometown boys. So his tee to green game is very strong in round two. I hope he can kind of. I don't know if he'll get 7 under again, but maybe he can kind of split the middle between his round one and round two. We can get a 4 or 5 under, a nice clean scorecard.
Yeah,
But at
honestly,
6,800, that's
he wasn't even on my radar. So that's a good one that I'm gonna have to go look at.
I suspect he'll be under 5% owned. I know. We're running out of time on the East Coast here for people to build their lineup, so maybe they didn't have him and they had more of the early scores. So he might just go a little bit overlooked.
Yeah, that's good to know. So you want to do a quick recap?
Yeah, so I have Joel Dahmen 9,000, Cameron Davis 8,900, Nick Watney 6,800. Higher price, you still with those three guys get a little bit above. You have more money left on the table than the average, but I think Damon and Davis are your big scorers tomorrow.
Yeah, plus I don't think there's anyone really worth paying up a whole
No,
lot higher than that. So I
yeah,
don't think salary is super important. So I've got Griot at 8,800, Streelman at 8,100, and Will Gordon at 7,300. I think that you want to personally, I think you want to try to target early guys. I'm still okay. Most of our
yeah,
picks from yesterday, I'm still okay with those guys too. So if you want to have a
for
quick look
sure.
at those, or at that video, you'll see why we liked them yesterday, and They performed well,
Yeah,
I think, for the most part. And
yeah, Craig, you were top 50 in GBP, I think. So that's amazing. I mean,
it would have been
that's
a
not
little
every
bit
day you get
nice
that.
if I held on to that top spot,
Yeah,
but that's what
top
happens.
spot just before the AM round ended there. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Grandstand Golf. That's where we push out all our content. Please like and subscribe to our videos and ring the bell to catch our upcoming videos.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.